All right, once again, it is knife time. And it's Bowie Thursday. And this Bowie Thursday, we're going to get into the Timber Rattler Swamp Gator Hunter Bowie knife. Yeah, that's right. This thing is 16.5 inches overall with a 10.5 inch long stainless steel blade of decent stock. You can find these on budk.com. They're about 28 bucks, 30 bucks or so right now. I call this knife Mr. Dufresne. And if you know why I would call the Timber Rattler Swamp Gator Hunter Bowie knife Mr. Dufresne, well, extra points for you. If you can figure that out, leave it in the comments. That's right. I really enjoy this knife, and it has been a conversation piece and a joke between me and one of my best buddies for years, for we both have one. This was my standard carry for a couple years when I rode my Road Glide. I would strap this to my hip and cruise around, and yeah, the finest of foot-made things. The fit and finish, hey, I mean, look, that around there. If that bothered you so much, you could silver solder that up. But this thing, they advertise it as a usable knife. It is gorgeous enough to be a display knife. And here's a piece of hardwood, and look at that. Big old cut, just from a little simple whack. This is, I mean, look at that bite. One more. See? Those couple whacks I just did, it's still solid. This knife will do what you need it to do. Which, you know, that's cool. I ain't gonna get too crazy with this, because even though this is a $30 knife, it's one of my favorite knives. I have come to appreciate knives that aren't too expensive. And if you're just getting into knives, you want to learn stuff about knives, or you want to learn how to sharpen a knife and stuff like that on a stone, the way you're supposed to sharpen a knife, I recommend you'd get something like this to learn all your stuff on. That way, if you mess it up, well, hey, everything will be okay. I really love that. Those red spacers with that white bone handle. Look at that bone, man. That's kind of creepy. That kind of looks like a femur or something. I don't know. Maybe an adolescent femur. It's from Pakistan. You never know. So grape. When I grow up, I'm going to be Bailet. Yeah, I like this knife. It's nimble because it does have the, you know, it's got the small tang in there. I'm sure this screws on. I don't see any pins, so it's screwed on, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a Bowie knife. Bowie knife is for doing your chores and defending thyself from bars, and this one is for defending yourself against or hunting the old gator, as per the name, I would imagine. Boy, wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah, man, these are fun knives. They're pretty stout, and yeah, stainless. The finest of foot-made things, man. Pakistan. Yeah, this is a knife that you could do all whatever you want to do with, I reckon. And it's affordable. I like that. It's big, it's swashbuckly. I mean, we all love a big old knife. If you don't love a big old knife, well, I doubt if you're American. This is the bread and butter of the old timing American days. Big old giant Bowie knife. I gotta put some conditioner on that bone. I live in such a high and dry climate that A lot of bone don't like that, so I get some cracks and stuff. You know, but hey, 30 bucks. Yeah, this one feels good. I haven't handled it in a minute. Comes with a leather sheath, the little timber Rattler mark embossed in there, and of course the retention strap is always on the wrong side. I just don't know how knife makers can't figure that out. Even Randall's have the strap there unless you otherwise specify, which is freaking crazy. Man, wait 7 years for a knife, but you're gonna cut the strap on. This one gets out of the way pretty good, so I'll give it that. But hey, let's do a little size comparison with our resident size comparison blade. The old 1211 K-bar, aka Brian, old beat up Brian. So yeah, there's that. Can you see that? As you can tell, the old swamp gator hunter, its blade is almost as big as a K-bar, which means it's pretty cool. This is probably stronger than a K-bar. This whole thing's so old and bent up and all dirt. Look at that. Look at that pommel, how bent it is. Yeah, good old thing. Yeah. All right. So there it is. The Timber Rattler Swamp Gator Bowie. Mr. Dufresne. Yeah. I appreciate this knife, as I do all my knives. I feel lucky to have a decent collection. You know, it's got a nice hollow grind, a lower hollow grind, and a cool fuller, aka blood groove. Those fullers, when they're they're originally designed to grab like that, so you can skin out a bar or a gator in this case, if we were to believe its lore and name. Yeah. You know? And that's a cool thing, man. There's a lot of what people would consider budget Bowies out there that are just so much fun. And that's probably why I have so many in my collection and have ended up doing Bowie Thursdays. I like the guard, the hilt and the pommel on this. I like how it's almost like a D guard with a section missing. It's a C guard. A C guard. Yeah, it gives you good retention. Your hand ain't gonna slip out of that grip. I'm loosely doing that, you know? Yeah. All right. It's a weird air in the air today out here at Junker Forge. I'm fitting to go run some errands, but I wanted to get this out so you guys could look at yet another bombastic Bowie. All right, there it is. Get you some. It won't break the bank. And it's fun. And it feels good in the hand. All right. Y'all watch your top knot up there.